Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Kenny. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning here, folks. It's overcast and very, very comfortable. A great opportunity to bring you another beautiful gun. Listen, you hang around, whether you're a shooter, whether you're a non-shooter, whether you like guns, whether you don't like guns, whether you're a hunter, you're a sportsman, whatever. Listen, I've got a special treat for you today, so you hang around. And let me say before I get started, I would appreciate it if you like my videos. If you're a shooter, a hunter, etc., 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 would you support this channel by just simply subscribing to it? We want to bring up our subscribers substantially if we can, and with your help we can do it. So listen, if you've thought about it, even if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to it and support it. Would you do that for us? And I would appreciate it so much. Listen, I want you to do something right now. Check this out. Check this out. I want to show you a very rare shotgun. And I'm going to tell you, I believe of all the guns that I own and all the guns that I shoot, I believe my favorite is a shotgun. I know many of you have favorites just like myself, but I want you to look at this beauty. Take a good look at that beauty. Now I do that, look at this. Upside down, but let me show you. Take a look at this thing. Oh, I'm telling you, this is an exciting, rare find, a rare gun. I'm going to tell you what it is in a minute, so you hang on. You probably already know. Look at this. Take a good look at this. Now, I'm going to point. I love this. I love this. Oh my God. Oh, this is a Remington 870 Wingmaster. That is right. I tell you what, I'm so excited. I get excited like a young kid that's about to get its driver's license when I find something like this. This is an authentic Remington 870 Wingmaster. Now I'm going to show you how it shoots by giving you a live demo. I'm also going to give you a good rating on this after I review it to you. They don't make these anymore, and I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to give you some history on it. Good luck finding one of these if you're interested in finding one. Although it's not impossible, it just might be kind of difficult to find one. But this gun, let me start with the history of it. I've got so much to talk about, I forget half of it, okay? But I don't use a script, so you understand what I'm talking about. But I'm going to cover the basics, okay? This thing debuted in 1950. That's when the 870 Wingmaster made its entrance into the population of the country. They sold millions. Remington sold millions of these guns, and for a reason. Let me show you some of the features of it. Now, let's get right down to the nitty-gritty, if you will, about guns. Let me say, in my experience over the years, you can tell if a gun is worth anything, if it's really a good shooting gun, if it's a high quality gun. You can tell that by the appearance of the gun. This is a picture of a gun that's been used over the years. If you see a shiny gun, and it's maybe got a little age on it, in my experience, for the most part, it's not worth much because it's polished, it's clean, and it's not being used. This gun, I can't tell you how many squirrels, how many grouse, how many turkeys has been taken with this gun. I don't know, but you can look at it and you can tell that it's been used. All of the blue is gone. The original blue was gone. Now this gun, the receivers of this gun is made from an 8.5 ordnance steel. That was the finest steel that Remington ever produced to make this gun, and they don't have that steel anymore. The receivers, 8.5 pound of ordnance steel to make the receivers of this gun. Now this gun, let me show you. It's got its trigger, and I'm gonna take one out, okay? Let me take a bullet out. The mag holds 4. Oops. Now, I'll put this one back in a minute. That's a Super X number 5 shot. This is it's got a 2 3/4 chamber. It's got a 28-inch barrel. It weighs about 8.5 pounds. It's got the authentic American walnut stock, both on the forearm, and you can see a few scars here on the stock, but that's genuine walnut. Now here's the quality. This gun is known with being made from that ordnance steel back then. That's the type of steel that they used, and that's the type of steel that made this gun so durable. It's almost indestructible. You hear me right. This gun is almost indestructible. And by the way, you can tell. If you notice this, I don't know if you as a gun owner have ever noticed this, but if these bars, these side bars, both sides here, this one's got 2. Some of them just got 1. And they're known to be flimsy, and the side bar will bend. If you find a shotgun and that side bar is bending, that's not the right steel, and that gun is made from poor quality. These here are as hard as a rock and so smooth. It shifts. I mean, you slide that forearm and that is as smooth as a baby's bottom, if you will. And this gun has got balance. Oh my Lord. You put your hand in the grip and you point it like that, and that balance is right in here. It's just like it's floating on water. It is so balanced and shift and so easy to slide, and it's so smooth. Come on. Many of you right now, you're looking at me and you're saying, is that for real? Yes. And you know what else? This thing has got a date on it. Now, I don't know if it's a date or it's a actual year that it was. Of course, they made them in 1950. That's when they debuted. But it's got a couple of numbers and 50 right on the side. I'm going to tell you, I believe this gun was actually made in 1950. I'm not sure about it, but it could have belonged. Now, growing up, my dad was a shooter. He was a hunter. It usually runs in the family, you know what I mean? There's a good possibility that this belonged to my dad. My dad passed away in 1989. And this gun was probably made either in 1950, that same year that they debuted, or a very short time thereafter. Because how can you tell? Because it's got 50 written on it, and that don't indicate that it was actually made in that particular year, 1950. Although by just looking at it, you can tell that it's been used and used and used and used. And it still shoots just like it did when it was first bought. It's a good possibility this gun could have belonged to my dad that passed away. He was in his early 80s when he passed. And this is a good chance. It's been in the family, handed down, and it's a possibility that it did belong to him. Now, I'm not sure, because as a kid, I don't remember it. But then again, sometimes you don't remember too much when you're a kid. Not a whole lot, but I do, but most people don't. But I've got 4 targets out there. Now, this magazine holds 4. And I showed you that bullet, so I'm going to put it back in here. Still loads. It's got the bottom load and the side eject. This is what made Remington Remington. The Wingmaster. This is what made the 870 Wingmaster. It's what made Remington Remington. Now, it's known for its durability. It's known for its smooth gliding pump. Now, this is a pump. It's known for that smooth gliding. It's known to be made from that ordnance steel, the receivers. It couldn't last this long if it wasn't made from that type of quality steel. This put Remington in the big league, was the 870 Wingmaster. And of course, you know, going on and on to the 1100, and so many others. But this gun, they sold millions and millions of these. And this, listen, I don't know if you've seen the news lately, but over the past 34 weeks or months, I forget which one it is, but anyway, over 1 million guns a day are bought by law-abiding citizens all across this country. Over 1 million a day is being bought by law-abiding citizens. And you know something? That thrills me. And a big percentage of the people that are buying guns are women. That really gets me excited. You don't find too many women that love guns, but thank God for the ones that do buy them and they're learning to use them. Why are they buying them? Getting off of the subject of this gun, but they're buying them for self-defense. I admire a woman that'll stand up and say, I will not take back seat to a criminal. I am going to get me something that I can defend myself with. I take my hat off to you ladies that are buying guns and are taking training and training yourself and teaching yourself how to use a real gun. I take my hat off to you. Hat off to you. Hats off to you. And I'll even salute you, because it's about time. With the crime rate the way it is, I could go on and on and on. But listen, I want to focus back on this gun. Let me tell you, this thing weighs about 8.5 pounds. And look at that. It is so light and so well balanced. I give this gun 5 stars. I would give it 10 stars if I could. And I'm going to give you a close-up shot. Now, you won't be able to see me shoot. I'm only going to be shooting about 30 yards to my target. And I've got four targets to shoot at. I've got four shots in here. 5 stars. What is my overall analysis of this gun? Durable, long lasting, quality, made and built in America, made to last. When I think of Remington and Winchester, you know something? I think of America. America was built with guns like this. They've been handed down and people have bought them and they've kept them. And let me tell you, Remington, when I think of Remington and Winchester, I think of America, because that's what America is. It's Winchester and Remington. You can't find a better quality. There's just not a gun out there that's got the quality built into it like this 870 Wingmaster. There's not a gun on the planet that's got the quality and the steel that this gun has got. You can look high and low and search short and far, and you won't find one that's got the quality of this 870 Wingmaster. I've said enough about it. 5 stars, quality. Now you're going to see what it does. So you hang around. Okay, now folks, you can see my target. Now my gun is loaded and I'm ready to shoot. You probably can't see me, of course, but you can see a real good close-up of those targets. So let's do it. I have already got my gun loaded. I'm going to start on the left and move over to the right. So take a good look at that target out there and let's do it. All right. Let me get my gear off. Now let me say to you, that is one awesome gun. Listen, drop me a comment in the box below and let me know what you think about this old gun. I value your comments very highly, and they are important to me. I like to hear from you. I like to hear your comments. I love it. I love it. Listen, just drop me a comment in the box below, and I will respond back to you. So, as always, you have a blessed day, and thank you for watching.